目指した未来や全ての君を背負ってたどり着いてみせるから閉ざされた未来を終わらせて今度こそは全て守るよ最後の運命をつかめるやろ
Hey guys, if you haven't already, give the video a like, subscribe to my channel. This is a what if series and I'll be doing more down the road. Plus Ultra. Hey guys, and welcome to What If Naruto Was One Punch Man. Basically, what if Naruto was Saitama's reincarnation? So, I've been away for a while, but I got an explanation to do, yeah. I've been constantly writing out scripts, just like I told y'all, and I even posted something in my community tab. So, with that being said, I also want to say something like this. So, all those old what-ifs that I have been doing back then, say, for example, what if Deku had Ultra Instinct? What if Deku was the Avatar? Or what if Naruto gave into hatred? Actually, I hated that one. I'm sorry. For some of y'all who liked that video, what if Naruto gave into hatred? I felt like I went down a pussy route and it was stupid. I don't like that one. So I'm really going to redo that one. I'm going to redo that one. I don't like it. I don't like the direction I went in it. And it was supposed to be like saying, for example, Naruto went down a dark path. And I didn't explain nothing in the dark path because I was trying to push him more to becoming a light kind of person. So yeah, with that one. Now, as far as any other older what-ifs like that, I'm going to be bringing them back, but it's not going to be the same as usual. I'm going to be redoing those what-ifs, and I'm going to be remastering them because I've been away too long, and it would be a shame to just come back out of nowhere with an old what-if that I did months and months and months ago. Y'all don't even know the story anymore because it's been so long since I've done that what-if. But anyway, just like I said, I'm going to be bringing those back from hiatus. I'm going to put a post in my community tab and post something for you guys so that you can have that and that you can vote on what if that you want me to bring back from hiatus. But anyway, let's get into the video. So we're going to start off with Naruto being 6 years old and he's talking to Hiruzen. Now, he's telling the third Hokage that he wants to become strong and he wants to train because he can't seem to make friends. Everyone gives him evil glares and he kind of feels alone in the world and he has really no one to console in except for you. And Hiruzen would say to Naruto, Naruto, so what would you like to learn? Well, I want to become mentally and physically strong. I want to become the strongest and be able to protect those I care about. If I even make friends in the future, that is. So with that, the Naruto and Hiruzen would talk for a little while and Hiruzen would start to play in Naruto's favor. I mean, he's not going to think that Naruto can do this workout regimen, but he's going to basically intrigue Naruto's ego or basically just humor Naruto. So Hiruzen tells Naruto, you have to do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 5-kilometer run around the Leaf Village every single day, Naruto. Naruto would tell Hiruzen, is that it? No. You would also have to do shuriken training, well, taijutsu training, and genjutsu training. Hiruzen would stare off as if he's thinking of something else to add to that whole list for Naruto to do. You would also have to stay in hot environments. Well, not hot, but just to get your mental fortitude strong. And also, Naruto, you would have to... Now, Hiruzen would ponder what else he could tell Naruto. Ninjutsu training. And that's it. Now, Naruto would be writing all this down, and he would tell Hiruzen that I will get to it, and I promise I will complete it. Now, every so often, Naruto would be doing this. Now, Naruto is not going to get this off bad, but yes, Naruto is pushing himself hard, very hard. So every single day, Naruto runs around the Leaf Village, even if he gets tired out or falls out or collapses or anything like that. He just runs across the Leaf Village 5 kilometers every day. He does 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats every single day. Now, as a kid, he would only be able to get up to basically 80, basically trying to get a hold of his chakra. Now, once Naruto figured out how to use and utilize his chakra, he would start to learn that things are coming to him a lot easier. So as the years go by, say, for example, Naruto's 6 right now, 7, 8. He's been keeping up with this same routine, pushing his body to the brink of death, going overboard sometimes. Naruto would be sitting in his apartment with the window open and just the door open to let all the heat from outside come in, to just strengthen his mental fortitude as he's laying on the ground, basically just staring at the ceiling. And with that, Naruto is just like staring heavily at the ceiling, and Naruto just says, this is tough. Now, with all that, now we get to the part where Naruto is like 9 and 8. Naruto has already gotten used to water walking and tree walking because it just came to him naturally. Naruto just looked at the tree and he channeled his chakra into his feet and just walked up the tree as if it was nothing to him. Now, with that, Naruto's strength, physical strength, would have been off the charts. Hiruzen would have been watching Naruto, and from everything that he's seen, Naruto was constantly growing. And the Nine Tails will see this. He would be trying to disrupt Naruto's chakra as much as he can, but Naruto's strength and everything would just be constantly growing at a rapid rate. And Hiruzen would be shocked by this, but he wanted to test Naruto's skills out for himself. Now, this is where we get to the point where Naruto is 11 years old. Now, Naruto is studying and stuff like that and reading books and stuff like that because Naruto's trying to gather as much strength as he can. So he sees different workout routines that he could try, different techniques that he could try and stuff like that. But it's always stick down to basically Naruto improving and then adding more onto his workout regimen. Now, Hiruzen goes to Naruto while he's 11 years old before the graduation year, and he tells Naruto that he wants to basically see what Naruto's capable of. It's been a long time, and he wants to actually see what all Naruto can do. Naruto is looking up at Hiruzen, and he basically smiles at him. Now, with that, Naruto is just wearing a black shirt, orange pants, and black, ninja shoes, sandals, whatever you want to call them. And this is where Naruto would say, "Are you sure, old man? Because I have become really strong, like overwhelmingly strong in these past few years that I've been training. Do you really want to know how much my workout regimen is increased to?" And Hiruzen would say, last time I checked, Naruto, you were doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 squats. Naruto would tell Hiruzen that right now I'm doing 50,000 push-ups, 50,000 squats, 50,000, and 50,000 sit-ups. And I'm doing a 100-kilometer run every single day. And Hiruzen would be like, "And what's your time to get done with all that?" "Oh, it usually doesn't take me anything but like 2 hours to complete all that every single day." So, yeah. And Hiruzen's jaw would drop. Like, literally, his jaw would drop. And he would say, "Naruto, can you show me what you're capable of?" He goes over the basics and sees that Naruto can water walk, Naruto can tree walk. Now, Naruto and Hiruzen get into a sparring match with each other. Now, from that point on, Naruto is dodging and weaving everything Hiruzen has at like throwing at the kid. And Naruto is just basically dodging, evading, escaping, ducking, just basically moving out of the way of every attack that Hiruzen throws at Naruto. Naruto looks at Hiruzen and says, "Come on, old man, you're not even trying, are you?" Hiruzen would get serious, and he decides to throw everything at Naruto, basically going full throttle, because he really thinks that Naruto really can't handle this. He doesn't want to kill Naruto, but he wants to basically try to put Naruto in his place to say, "I am a Kage." But even that was nothing, because Naruto then decided to do, he basically threw his punch at Hiruzen, and he said, "Super weak consecutive punches," because he really doesn't want to hurt the third Hokage. If you know what Saitama's strength really is like, the third Hokage would go flying into a tree, but basically he would just be scathed up, but he would cough out spit from flying into a tree. And Naruto said, "Well, that was super weak. I guess I need to maybe weak consecutive punches. That probably would have been best. Super weak." Naruto would just be sitting there pondering his thoughts and everything, trying to figure out how did Hiruzen went flying by that, because that was meant for him to be holding back. Hiruzen would get up from the ground and he would scoff. And then he would say, "Naruto, take this seriously. If I'm going to be fighting you at full throttle, I want you to fight me at full throttle." And Naruto would be looking at Hiruzen. And this is where Hiruzen would say, "Hold nothing back. I am a Kage of the Leaf Village." And this is where Naruto would rush into Hiruzen's face. Now, Hiruzen would go to throw a kick, and Naruto would be right behind him with his fist cocked back. Now, for that reason right there, Naruto's eyes would just be blank white as Hiruzen is looking at Naruto, and all he can see is death as Naruto throws his fist and stops inches away from Hiruzen's chest. And with that point right there, all the wind and pressure would just go flying past Hiruzen. And Hiruzen would just be sitting there as he fell back on his butt. And he would be looking at Naruto, and Naruto would say, I think I'm going to eat some ramen today. I've earned it. I have been sticking to a good diet as of lately. So with that, now picture this. Naruto is ripped just like Killua was ripped in Hunter x Hunter. Yes, Naruto is shredded. Yeah, because I'm not going to have him looking like a twig, just like how Kishimoto had some of his Naruto characters looking at like a twig. I mean, no muscle mass until we got to the Cloud Village, who had muscle mass, but it didn't even get mad about it. But anyway. So with all that, Naruto would go and get him some ramen, and Hiruzen would be sitting there, and he would look behind him to see that the damage that Naruto's caused, and Hiruzen's eyes would be widened as he sees the destruction that Naruto put in that fist. And it's not onto a lower scale because Naruto did hold back because he didn't want to destroy too much, but still, though, Hiruzen is looking at the same thing Genos was looking at. So yeah. Now, once Naruto get back to the village, he eats his ramen and everything, and pretty much everything goes per normal until we get to the canon part. So with that, Naruto, as rowdy as he wants to be, I mean, yes, Naruto does do a few occasional pranks, but some of the Jonin instructors really can't catch him, or when they do try to reprimand Naruto, when they try to hit him, it really doesn't do anything. Like one of the Jonin instructors, when Naruto painted one of the statues, they hit him upside the head, and Naruto just looked at them, and this the Jonin instructor would take a step back from that, like, this kid, he didn't even flinch from that. So on the day of the graduation, Naruto would perform the clone jutsu pretty well and get his headband. I mean, really, he's been training all these years, so I don't want to just sit here and lowball and say Naruto doesn't master that. Yes, he does the clone jutsu by just making a clone. But with that part there, Naruto does have an extreme amount of chakra, so I'm not going to sit here and just say he creates one clone. He creates multiple dozens of clones. Yeah. Hiruzen gave Naruto a present as the Shadow Clone Jutsu for all his constant training. Hiruzen rewarded Naruto because it was a cheap way, instead of telling Naruto that he lied and didn't believe that Naruto can complete that workout regimen and get up to that point. And from all this shit that Hiruzen has been watching over the years, sorry about that, yeah, Hiruzen, he gave Naruto a present because that's a job well done. He's impressed, literally. He's impressed by Naruto's potential. Yeah, so Sasuke knows of Naruto's strength and everything because the first time they sparred when they were kids, Naruto put Sasuke on his ass, literally. And he didn't even move from the spot. When Sasuke rushed at Naruto just basically had his hand up and flicked Sasuke back out of the ring. Well, out of the little boundary area. And now when they do the unison sign, Sasuke was the one that grabbed Naruto's shirt instead of Naruto grabbing his shirt. Naruto would just have a straight deadpan face, and he would be looking at Sasuke saying, "What's wrong with you?" And Sasuke would just let him go and just walk away, with all the Sasuke cheerleader fans just booing at Naruto. Flashback over. Now we're at the graduation part where Naruto just completed doing the clones. Everyone was aghast by that, seeing so many of Naruto clones. But anyway, Naruto would just take his seat back. Now every student in Naruto's class would know that Naruto's strong, but they don't know how strong, where he acquired that strength from. Now, of course, Naruto would still have his hair. I'm sorry to say Tama, but Naruto's hair didn't get lost, so he's not going to be bald in this one. Sorry for those who wanted Naruto to be bald, but no, he's not going to be bald. Sorry. Anyway, so Naruto would get assigned to his team, and it would be the same as in canon. It would be Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke. Now, while they're waiting, Naruto would just be sitting there in his chair, and he would just be twiddling his head back and forth, just thinking of what he could cook for himself tonight. And over the years, Naruto has not just been eating ramen because it wouldn't have been suitable for the diet that he was trying to achieve. So Naruto has been cooking balanced meals and everything, eating other things other than ramen. And yeah, so with that being said, Naruto's just pondering in his head what he could eat for dinner tonight or what he could get from the market. Since the villagers have calmed down with their stares and have calmed down with giving him evil glares and stuff like that, so Naruto's feeling more adept with just walking around, buying him stuff and everything, so he doesn't feel as tense as when he was younger. But it really didn't matter to him because now he really doesn't, he's just carefree. That's all Naruto is right now. So Kakashi would come in and we would now fast forward to the rooftop. Now, with that, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura would say the same things they did in canon, with Sasuke saying his whole line with being Avenger, and he wants a certain someone that he can kill, and it will become a reality. Sakura giggling, saying that she's giggling, and Naruto would tell Kakashi that he hasn't really thought about it. It's been a long time since he has thought about what he wants in life, what kind of goal he wants in life, because at a point in time, Naruto said to himself that he wanted to become the Hokage and gain acknowledgement from the village, but now that goal seems so distant from him because now it's another goal that Naruto wants. He tells Kakashi that he wants a pleasing battle, that he's gotten so strong. Naruto stands up and says that I've gotten literally so strong to the point that I'm bored. Any opponent that stands before me, I feel like I won't have the enjoyment of having a tough fight. Now, Kakashi says, what makes you so sure that you're the strongest in the world if you still claim it, Naruto? And Naruto would just say, because I am. I'm literally strong. I mean, if you really want questions to my strength, ask the third Hokage, who I've beat, literally in a sparring match. And Kakashi would say, well, Kakashi wouldn't even believe that. He would just wave it off, but it would be in his head lingering. So with that, he would tell them about the bell test, and then they would leave. Now, the rest of Naruto's team really doesn't believe that Naruto is that strong. But Sasuke is keeping his eye on Naruto because he is suspicious. He wants to see what Naruto's really capable of. Now, with that, Naruto would turn around and smile at Sasuke before disappearing. Now, the next day would come, and the rest of the team is already out there with Sakura and Sasuke and Naruto just basically waiting for Kakashi to come. Now, this is where Naruto would just lean back on one of the wooden poles and just take a nap. Now, Sakura would just look at Naruto, but she would look at Sasuke, who was just staring off into space. Now, Kakashi would then show up, and he would tell the team about the bell test, saying that they have to take the 2 bells from his waist. Now, with that, Kakashi will pull out his book and tell them to, are you ready? Set. Naruto would charge off and grab the 2 bells from Kakashi's waist and then appear right back into a spot with Kakashi not even noticing that Naruto did it. Naruto would be jangling the 2 bells in his hand and says, is that it? Naruto would throw the 2 bells at Sasuke and Sakura before they jump off, and this is where Kakashi would tell Naruto to, how did you... Naruto would say, you just said take the 2 bells from your waist. That's exactly what I did. Naruto, you have to wait till I finish the exam. And Naruto would say, oh, I'm sorry. Then he would take the 2 bells out of Sasuke and Sakura's hand, put them back on Kakashi's waist, and then he would go back to where he was standing at. Now Kakashi would say, start. Sakura and Sasuke would jump off into the forest with Naruto sitting right there. Now, Naruto would just be standing there looking at Kakashi, and Kakashi would be looking at Naruto, flipping through the pages of his book. Naruto would say that he's already took the bells from Kakashi, so what else is there for him to do in this situation? Kakashi would look at Naruto and say, figure it out. And Naruto would say, oh, I got an idea. Maybe you can be the thing that I'm desperately looking for, a challenge. A real challenge, actually. So Naruto would speed blitz Kakashi and punch him directly in the stomach, with Kakashi spitting out blood and spit. Now, this is where Kakashi would get sent flying through dozens of trees. Kakashi would then stumble his way back onto the training field with his jacket slightly torn, battle damaged, scathed up, and Kakashi would be looking at Naruto saying, what the hell? And Naruto would say, come on, Kakashi, I know you're one of the strongest ninjas in this village. You became a Jonin at an early age, so I'm incredibly intrigued to see what you can do in a fight between me and yourself. Naruto would rush at Kakashi again, throwing multiple punches at Kakashi. Kakashi would be dodging some of them, barely. Now, this is where Naruto would then say weak consecutive punches, hitting Kakashi all over his body and then launching him back through the floor, dozens of trees again. Kakashi would get back. Now he's missing his jacket. His headband is basically on the ground right now. And Kakashi is looking at Naruto. And this is where Naruto would say, Kakashi-sensei, you really are no match for me, are you? Kakashi would reveal his Sharingan, and then the both of them would get into a taijutsu bout with each other, with Naruto dodging and evading and basically escaping everything Kakashi is throwing at him. Kakashi would even get frustrated and pull out the lightning blade and try to pierce Naruto with it to see if he can actually hit Naruto, just to see. With that, Naruto just basically grabbed the lightning blade and then slammed Kakashi on the ground. And this is where Kakashi would get back up and look at Naruto, who just has the bells in his hand. And this is where Naruto would say, okay, do I pass right now? This is where Kakashi would say, yeah, Naruto, you pass. Who the hell is this kid? What the hell can... He just basically... Kakashi would be sitting on the ground, shocked, as anybody would be. Naruto this Genin just beat the fuck out of a Jonin. Yeah, sorry about that cussing, but it's basically to give you how serious the position is Kakashi is sitting in right now. Yes, Kakashi just got beat by a kid, and he wasn't even using any jutsus, just his pure taijutsu strength. Naruto would be looking at Kakashi, and then he would just give him back the bell, saying, maybe Sakura and Sasuke could try. Sakura and Sasuke could try and get the bells. I didn't want to ruin the whole bell test for them anyway, so Naruto would go lean against the pole and take a nap, with Sakura and Sasuke continuing their trials. But they would be shocked that Naruto was able to basically battle damage Kakashi this much from just basically punching and not doing any jutsus. So of course Sakura and Sasuke would have the decent struggles against Kakashi because they can't overwhelm him. Kakashi still knows that he's strong, but he just looks back at Naruto and just says that kid's a monster. And Jesus Christ, he's happy that he's on the right side. Without any further ado, but before I end this video, Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke are basically sitting down, and this is where Kakashi would explain to them the ideas of teamwork, seeming as if he has to basically open his mouth and let them know what teamwork really is, because he doesn't feel like Naruto would ever get the picture. Even if Naruto was tied up to the pole, he doesn't even feel like Naruto would even listen, because he would feel as if everything that he would say to Naruto would go out one ear and exit the other, as if Naruto really isn't listening and he's in his own world. So with that being said, this is where I'm going to end part 1 to What If Naruto Was One Punch Man. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what you thought about the video. And in the future, let me know what you think I can improve on with my storytelling. Without any further ado, you guys have a good day, a good night, and plus ultra. Good night, guys.